Princess Leonor to be received by Kai and Barron, and Donald Trump, the Trump family at the White House. The White House. A stage of power, history, and destiny. But today, it is not politics that captures the world's eyes. It is royalty. And it is Princess Leonor. An unexpected meeting. An unlikely welcome. And a moment no one thought would ever happen. Because standing at the doors of the White House are the Trumps, Donald, Melania, Barron, and Kai. And they are not waiting for diplomats. They are waiting for Spain's future queen. Why? Why now? And what does this extraordinary encounter mean for the future of both nations, Spain and the United States? This is not just a visit. This is history unfolding before our eyes. Princess Leonor, heir to the Spanish throne, has been carefully prepared for international diplomacy since her earliest years. Her every step has been calculated, polished, and designed to represent the strength of Spain's monarchy in a modern world. But no training could have predicted this moment, being received by America's most polarizing family, the Trumps, at the heart of U.S. power. The White House visit was confirmed with little fanfare, yet it sent shockwaves through royal circles and political commentators alike. How could a teenage royal from Europe find herself standing side by side with Baron Trump, a figure who has himself grown from the quiet child of a president into one of the most mysterious young personalities on the American stage? And more so, why was Kai Trump, young, fresh-faced, and rarely seen in public, placed at the center of this event? The questions multiply, each one more compelling than the last. From the very start of the visit, cameras captured the chemistry of an unusual welcome. Leonor, dressed in a simple but regal ensemble, radiated poise. The Trump family, known for their power-driven image, presented something softer, an almost familial warmth. Donald Trump, usually commanding and brash, surprised many by stepping back, allowing Barron and Kai to walk forward first. Barron, towering and reserved, extended his hand to Princess Leonor. The moment was brief, but it symbolized something bigger than a greeting. It was a gesture of equals, youth, power, and the future of two great nations colliding in one handshake. Kai, shy yet smiling, followed with an embrace that shocked the photographers. An embrace, not a handshake. The world erupted. What message was being sent here? Was it protocol-breaking warmth, or a calculated move to capture hearts? And all the while, Melania Trump stood at a distance, her eyes watching carefully, as if aware of the symbolism unfolding. But what lies beneath this choreography? Is this visit about politics? Is it about friendship? Or is it about something deeper, the attempt to bridge generations, to create a symbolic bond between America's most talked-about family and Spain's most promising royal? The backdrop cannot be ignored. Spain and the United States have shared a complicated relationship, one defined by alliances, trade, and diplomacy. Yet, here in the White House gardens, the complexity melted into something almost cinematic, young heirs of different worlds meeting as if destiny itself had arranged the scene. Could this be the beginning of a new era of international symbolism, where monarchs and political dynasties intertwine not through treaties but through family-to-family connections? As the day unfolded, the curiosity only deepened. Reporters noted the private tour given to Princess Leonor, not by senior officials but by Barron himself. The tall, enigmatic son of Donald Trump guided the future queen through the East Wing, pointing to portraits, artifacts, and halls of power. Witnesses described a quiet conversation between the two, away from the cameras, sparking endless speculation. What did they discuss? Was it small talk about school and studies? Or was it something greater, an exchange of perspectives between two heirs who, despite their different worlds, share the weight of expectation? Meanwhile, Donald Trump and King Felipe of Spain were rumored to have exchanged letters in the background of this visit. Were those letters a diplomatic formality, or was there something more, a plan, an agreement, a vision for future cooperation? The curiosity loop only tightens. For as much as the public saw, smiles, handshakes, and that unforgettable embrace, there is far more hidden. Why did Kai Trump, at such a young age, take part in this welcome? Is the Trump family consciously presenting a new image, one that embraces youth and connection over power and politics? And how does this tie into Princess Leonor's own image? A young woman balancing the weight of history with the modern world's demands. Her role is not only to represent Spain but to embody a new kind of monarchy, one that is approachable, relatable, and global. By being received by the Trump family in such an intimate and unconventional way, Leonor's path toward international recognition has taken a dramatic turn. She is no longer just Spain's future queen. She is now a figure in America's narrative, tied to a family that has dominated headlines for decades. And so, the story continues to unfold. The photos circulate. The videos go viral. The world reacts with astonishment, criticism, admiration, and suspicion. Some say it is a brilliant move, aligning Leonor with a family that commands global attention. Others claim it risks politicizing a monarchy that thrives on neutrality. But perhaps the truth lies somewhere in between. Perhaps this moment is not about politics or strategy. Perhaps it is simply about the human connection, about two young heirs, Baron and Leonor, standing at the edge of history, meeting not as symbols but as people. Still, one question remains unanswered. Was this a fleeting encounter, soon to be forgotten, or was it the first chapter of a story that will reshape royal and political ties for years to come? Only time will tell. But for now, the image lingers, Princess Leonor, stepping into the White House, welcomed not by the stiff formality of politics but by the embrace of the Trump family. An embrace that speaks of future, of destiny, of a world watching in wonder. And so the narrative stretches, moment by moment, detail by detail, building suspense and depth until the viewer cannot look away. For every question answered, another arises. For every gesture explained, another remains a mystery. By the end of this story, we are left not with certainty but with curiosity. And curiosity is the thread that binds us to history as it is being written, live, in real time. Princess Leonor, the Trump family, the White House. Three forces colliding in one unforgettable chapter. And history will remember it not as coincidence, but as fate.